Yo, what's good, everybody? What's good? What's good? What's good? How's it going? How's it going? Let me pop out the chat. Boom. Is there gonna be streams every London? No, 3 times a week. So this is the third one of the week. How are we doing tonight? All right. So, quick look on NQ here. Equal highs above, right here. And then we have, I believe this is a Nvidia earnings wick. So we'll use this as our buy side for now and see what happens. If we run it early, then it is what it is. This session might chop a little bit just because if you guys can see Asia moved really, really well. Tons of ifeg trades it could have taken, right? 5 minute gap, 5 minute inversion. I know people in the Discord did take it. So um, yeah, solid trades here for Asia session. And it was so high probability during Asia because we had a new day opening gap. So keep that in mind. Does a constant change? No, I don't change my chart colors. I haven't changed them in a while. Um, for today's stream, I am going to be trading my. I'm going to be trading. Hey, come on, go ahead, go ahead. Oh, look, let me turn. Let me turn my cam off. All right, come. All right, we good, we good. My brother didn't want to get on cam. All right, he just made me some jaw. So you guys already know we up. What happened with the XFA when you fell asleep? Dude, I bagged, bro. I bagged. I mean, it was a good trade, anyways. I texted Brian Atlanto before I went to sleep, and I said I just forgot that I didn't have any take profits in. That's the only thing. But basically, I told him I'm gonna short the daily fair value gap. And that's exactly what I did. So when we tapped into here, if you guys recall the AM session, we longed into the daily fair value gap, right? We caught some really nice trades. If this London session kind of slows down, we'll do some daily recaps as well, really quickly. But for today's stream, I'm going to be trading my Apex PAs. I have 16 PAs. 13 are not activated. I activated 3. I'm going to trade them in batches because every time I trade them all at once, I don't know if it's like a mental barrier or anything like that. I just don't do well on them. You guys know Apex is probably my least performing or worst performing firm out of all of them. I think that's the only firm I'm not net positive on. I'm either slightly red or break even on it. So um, been through a lot of PA counts, right? It's just I don't know. It's just mentally something I got to get over. So I'm gonna trade them in batches. I'm probably gonna trade them in batches of 3 to 5 at a time, and just get once I get one batch above the buffer, I'm gonna just activate some new ones. The main thing is getting above the buffer, and if the setup is good, I will obviously for me for Apex maybe I need a different approach, but this is what I've been doing kind of recently, and I had more success with this. Is just trying to go for a big day one, not really worry about getting denied or accepted, right? Just trying to get above the buffer is my main goal, right? If I get above the buffer, but then I get denied on those accounts, that's fine. Like I'll wait another extra 8 days. It's not a big deal. So get above the buffer is the goal. Um, and then once we are at the buffer, we'll activate 3 to 5 more, and we'll rinse and repeat. With that, I think that's the best way for me at least, right? Because I've tried trading 20 at a time, 15 at a time. It just doesn't work as well. I don't want to say there's a lot of pressure with them because there kind of is, because those accounts are not that easy to pass anyways. Like trailing drawdown is kind of a bitch, but that's how I'm going to approach my Apex accounts. So I'm not going to put it on screen. I usually have live executions. I'll show it after, of course, but because obviously the Apex has a full name, I don't want to leak it on stream or anything like that. So that's the plan for today, and then we'll continue with our XFA trading tomorrow for Asia or for New York AIM session. That's the current goal. All right. I think if we catch something like this, it'll be solid. This will be good. Currently, we have SMT within the 5-minute gap with ES and NQ, so hopefully we don't just end up running without tapping into it. But that's what I would kind of like. We might honestly go for it before this high. Or before the gap. If we get an inverse on this hourly up here, we'll target these highs. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I think this is a good low that we put in for today, or overall for the week. We're gonna be at this LR here, so we'll see how price reacts. For Apex, yeah, it's all 50Ks. Yep. All 50Ks. Why did you decide to trade Asia instead of AM or New York session? No, we still trade New York session. I feel like downside might be the play. We'll see how you react off of this NVIDIA ER high. How many do you... if I lose 2 trades, I'm usually done, Kevin. But today we took 2 trades. I'll go over it before. I'll go over if we start chopping around or whatever. So I want to see this wick here get taken out into our London Open. That's good, Dan. How long do you trade London for, and when do you wake up? So I trade London for about an hour and a half. And then I usually get up. Today we started our stream pretty early. But then we get on for New York around 7 a.m. for our live. Last few London streams, I just haven't been sleeping. I just sleep during the day. So, for example, yesterday our internet, actually, my internet was pretty bad, so I had to do most of the London trading in the Discord. So I was up until like 3, and I was finished trading, but then I was like, I'm just gonna stay up because I go to the gym in the morning around 4:35, get that out the way, and then I come back, shower, chill, drink some coffee or cha, and then get back for New York AM. And then I sleep during the PM session. So like, if you guys are in Discord, you guys notice I don't trade the PM session. Brian does. And that's the good thing about the merger is I could take care of the AM session. He can take care of the PM session. And that's what we usually do. And then I sleep from... Today, for example, I slept from like... I woke up at 4 p.m. my time. And I slept during the PM session. No trades yet, no. No trades yet. Just waiting. So maybe the 5-minute gap, and then oh my god, look how bad this is lagging. So I want to see this 5-minute gap potentially get tapped into, then we could take a long back up. I think that'd be solid. Dude, I don't even know my keyboard name. It's a new one though. I just got it like a few months ago. It's pretty nice. I'll look at the name after the stream. Loss of trendline liquidity, yeah. This would be ideal here. Oops. Something like this, maybe. I'll post this in Discord as well. What time do you usually start live in the AM? 10 a.m. Eastern. 10 a.m. Eastern. I really hope we reject this and go to the 5-minute. Wouldn't be a post. Yeah, I agree. I really want this sweep though. Like, yeah, ES has already taken it, but I don't want it to stack. So where I live, there's no Kava Mickey, so I've never had it. What's good, Ajax? I'm good, bro. How about yourself? Yeah, Asia moved a lot, so I don't know how much will move during this session here. Let me see if you guys can see it on stream. I don't think you guys can. Got a fat cup of jaw. You sound American. How can you trade London? I mean, it's only 11:42 p.m. for me. Appreciate you, Avax. Appreciate you. Let's say there's a 5-minute gap in a 5-minute gap, and it's above a 15-minute gap. Do you still use that 5-minute, or do you ignore the price for slot? It depends how we react out of the 5-minute. If we get our inversion on the 1-minute out of that 5-minute gap, then I'll take it as, oh, that 15-minute gap's gonna be a breakaway for now. So all about the reactions within the gaps. So we tap back into this. If there's some confirmation, I'll look at it. We're about to put in this 15-minute gap here too. When do you sleep? I sleep around 1 Eastern. And I wake up around like 10 Eastern. So what's that? 10 to 7? Maybe, no, actually a little less. It's like, it'd be like 10 p.m. my time to like 5 p.m. I get my sleep. Yeah, that's something me and Lanta always have been doing ever since we started trading. If we lose 2 trades in a row, we're done. Yes, I am Indian. I'm Punjabi. This is so hot. Yeah, same. Same, Ajax. I'm not in anything right now, Isaac. Waiting for the long. Yep. Hit. Go. Yes, we do AM lives. I do AM lives, and then Brian does PM on YouTube. So we guys, there's a stream going on almost every single time with when it comes to trading. Like I'm not lying when it's literally almost 24/5 trading in the Discord. Obviously, we're also taking good setups and things like that. If the session doesn't provide anything, it is what it is. But because I do London and New York AM, and then Brian does Asia and New York PM. So we're literally, if there's a good move, we're gonna catch it. Type of text saying no. Yeah, that's true. When no trades yet. Good call. When I'm in the US. All right. A lot of questions here. Okay. If you're facing a losing streak, you gotta size down. It's like kind of basketball, right? Where you miss a lot of shots in a row. It's good to see one go through. That's what you kind of need. And honestly, don't size up. That's how people try to get their losses back. If you have a trading system that is profitable over thousands of trades, right? Then you have nothing to worry about. A losing streak is inevitable. How much is the Discord? It is the yearly price is around 900, I believe, or 1,000, and then the monthly is $100. There will be a promo tomorrow, so stay tuned. If you guys want planning on joining, just wait for it tomorrow. I think it's around 30% off for both. So. All right, Jordy. I'll catch you, dog. How long did it take for you to become profitable? It took me like 8-9 months. I started trading at the start of 2021. Why do you guys exclude Lanto? We didn't exclude him. We have a group chat, obviously, right? Me, Brian, and Lanto. The offer was put out to the table for everybody. Trust me, everything we do, me, Brian, Lanto, we all discuss with each other first. And maybe he'll join sometime later. One second. Nah, but when I first started trading, I didn't use ICT. I was using EMAs and supply and demand. I started learning ICT August of 2022. So I was already profitable before I learned ICT. ICT just made me like more profitable, if that makes sense. More precision in my trading. All right, here's our 5-minute drive here. We're about to enter a macro, so let's see if we get a possible inversion out of this gap here would be very nice. So this is actually setting up nicely. Dig into a 5-minute. Now, you guys were asking, oh, how do you know if it's going to be, the 5 minutes going to hold, basically. I will look for an inversion at this candle here. Right? And then let's look at buy side. We'll use this as a buy side target, and we'll use the full fill of the hourly gap as buy side as well. So it'll be like that. So we'll see how this goes. Of course, we want to be patient, right? That's the main thing with this. Lance's actually awake right now too. I'll get him on one of the London streams because he's usually up around this time. Where'd the chat go? Make sure you guys are dropping a like on the stream. Good reaction from 1 hour BPR. Yeah. I just want to see that high get swept. Obviously, if we start inversing those gaps under us, then I will not, I'll change my bias. But for now, we'll stay with the upside bias. So we're tapping into a gap now. If we get an inversion here, I will look at this as a possible trade, right? A nice 1 to 1.5. Oops. That'll be it. So if we got an inversion here, we'll look for a long, okay? Here, I'll post a link in the Discord right now if you guys are interested. I'll do 2 minis on this. So what's your input on volume imbalances in your ifgs? There's usually not too many times where there's an imbalance or like a volume imbalance in the fair value gaps, so I don't really worry about it too much. But keep in mind, the strongest draws on liquidity in the markets are going to be new day opening gaps or new week opening gaps and then volume imbalances. And then it will go into like equal lows, equal highs, all that stuff. So in this case, right, like this is going to be what, a 17-point stop with 2 minis. Like that's how usually I base my stop, right? If it was like a wider stop down here, I would obviously size down and things like that. But it just depends on the stop. So in this case, I'll TP and BE at the first TP. Usually it's at the first take profit area. Yeah, I always use 150Ks. Is Brian here right now? No. Brian does the New York PM streams and I do the London streams. But we share the channel. Yeah, data lows and highs as a target is very nice, especially when you have like NFP or CPI or things like that. There was a time where they really wouldn't take those data lows and highs, so it's all about catching a nice setup and using that as area liquidity. Yeah, Brian's probably asleep, yeah. Which props do you currently have? I have Top Step and Apex. I gotta reload every other firm. I've just been kind of lazy, I'm not gonna lie. I think the next one I really want to load is TPT. No, yeah, my internet should be fine now. That data low is not too far. Like this is a good area liquidity, right? But I think we'll take it out later. So I want to see maybe something like this on the higher time frame. All right, so this is the higher time frame here. Maybe something like this where it's up here and then we'll get a sell model back down. Easy way, right, guys? If you're looking at tomorrow's price action, right? What's the easiest thing it's going to be able to like kind of tell if we're going to move higher or lower? It's just using this fair value gap right here. I will tell you, this is exactly how I would approach, right? Going into my AM streams tomorrow, I'll be like, Everybody in the chat, if this gap here goes inversion, I'll trade. I'll use my downside bias, or I'll have a downside bias. Then I'll look for something like this. This is how I create my bias going into the day, right? How many gaps are getting violated and things like that. TPT trailing. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. After you hit the buffer on TPT, it's gone. That's it. The trailing drawing goes away. It's like Apex in that sense. And I appreciate everyone being on as well. What happened with myfundedfutures? Nothing happened with them. They're fine. But I just don't feel like trading them right now. Because like I said, I explained it yesterday. I'm a live trader 2 times with them, so I have a different path of getting them back on live versus the traditional person. So I'm not interested in going through that process again because it's not worth my time. How do you identify a strong IFG and FEG? Keep in mind, those imbalances are only working until price goes to draw on liquidity, right? So if you have a strong draw on liquidity, that's how you know if a fair value gap and inversion will be high probability, right? If we're taking out buy side and you're still trying to long to higher prices, that inversion is not as high probability as if you're looking at something going down into a sell side or something like that. Brian trades with Tradeify. FFF, I have an account, 2 of them, yes. I just don't want to talk about them publicly right now just because I need to see more proof of them of being profitable over the long term before I quote unquote, give them any good word or anything like that. Good publicity, basically. The firms that I mentioned are ones that are very reputable and have been here for a while. All right, so currently still rejecting this 1 minute gap here. Let's look at the 15-minute time frame. The 15 minutes is about to go inversion here, so this is going to be interesting because I really don't want to fade my own bias, but we might have to for a little bit lower price here. So we'll be patient here. I really want to see those highs get swept. Will TBT put you on live at 50K? Yeah. If you're trying to get your first ever payout, where would I go? Top Step. What's the difference between a singular IFG and multiple IFG? What does that mean? All right, let me give you guys some game right now. I mean, it's not even a game; it's pretty obvious. But let's go to a. That's not a good example. I might have to do this like a hypothetical. Oh, like this, right? Right. This is called like the trapdoor game, right? Where you have so many fair value gaps right here. Fair value gap, right? Fair value gap. Fair value gap. Small fair value gap, right? You get the point. But imagine even more fair value gaps. And you don't know where we're gonna trade into. What does this mean? Does anyone know what this means when we have so many 1 minute fair value gaps? All it means there's a one gigantic higher time frame gap here, right? It's pretty obvious. That's what I'm saying. This is not anything crazy. What most people would try to do and anticipate is take the first fair value gap entry and get destroyed, right? So they'll look for continuation and they'll take this gap here or this gap here. And this isn't high probability. Why? What does price need to do? We need to take out liquidity and we need to rebalance, right? So when we're taking out all this sell side liquidity here, what's the next logical thing for the market to do is go and rebalance. So when you're looking for a trade, right, back up or back down for a continuation, you need to wait for those 5 and 15-minute fair value gaps to get tapped into, right? That is key, or else this is not going to work. or this is just pattern trading, right? There's no difference between trading a breakout pattern versus trying to trade this fair value gap here or here or here. It needs to have some type of like reasoning behind it. In this case, we will need a 15-minute or a 5-minute imbalance to get tapped into, and that's how you know which fair value gap is going to hold. If that was your question. So same thing when you have multiple ifgs, right? And you don't know which one to take for a retap. Is there an overlapping higher time frame fair value gap there? If there is, that's going to be more high probability. So what I like to do is, okay, I wouldn't even take an inversion. Like, let's say, for example, I know price is kind of moving right now, but I want to get this point across. Like, let's say price is tapping here. We create this fair value gap. And imagine we had rejected this 1 minute, right? And moved lower. A lot of people would pattern trade this IFEG to the downside. That's not a high probability inversion gap at all. Why? Because we haven't rebalanced. There's a reason we need rebalance. There's a reason why the market will have whiplashes, right? We need to rebalance, especially during volatile price action, right? Where this is 150 points. People need to be mindful of that, or you're going to get destroyed. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. All right, back to current live price action. We still have these equal highs we did not take out. We're kind of moving lower now, so we might have to switch our bias to downside for short term. We'll see. We do have a 15-minute BPR or 15-minute inversion. I'm really not too interested in playing downside yet until we took out that high, but we'll see. We'll see what we get. Because look, it's the same idea that I was telling you guys right now, right? Look at ES. What do we have? We have nested fair value gaps again. 1, 2, 3. Now, which one's gonna hold? What does this mean? There's probably a higher time frame gap here, and that's what we have to use for our move up. And what do we have? We have an hourly fair value gap, so we want at least like a CE or something like that hourly, and see if we get a move back out of that hourly. So something like this, right? So when there's multiple fair value gap stacks like that, just use the higher time frame and get the fair value gap from there. And now, right, if you're looking at this now, when I'm looking at you're looking at the 5-minute or something like that. Now I can't play a 1-minute inversion back up. Now I need to use a 5-minute time frame if I want to play the upside, right? Because we display so much lower. Yeah, my favorite setup is a 5-minute gap with a 1-minute inversion. Yep, and quickly moving price action, those will deliver so quickly to our area of liquidity. If it taps right in and like that 1 hour gap, if it taps back in and we get a 5-minute, so here's how I pair it, right? If you're using a 1 hour fair value gap, and you need to use a 5-minute fair value gap for inversion. So let's say we tap into that hourly a little bit or whatever, right? As long as we flip a 5-minute, I'm fine with taking it. It's about the reactions. I don't personally, how I trade, I don't need to be first to the move. I just need to be able to catch a part of the move. So for hourly time frame, I'll use a 5-minute, right? For a 15 and a 5-minute fair value gap, 1 minute's fine. But for anything higher than that, I need to use a 5-minute. No, I would only look at NQ, not NAS. Good stuff, Mello. My average win rate is probably like 75%, 70%. I mean, we've been cooking. I don't think I've missed a trade this whole week. This week has been very nice. New York AM session has been really paying. No setup right now. No. Yeah, London's been Asian London. Like today, our London session or Asia session was so nice. My favorite session so far has been London. Yeah, London. New York was really bad. Like I'm talking about so bad to the point where I didn't even look at it for a while. But it's coming back, so it's coming back. But yeah, definitely London was good. So we're about to get some SMT within this 5 minute gap here. ES looks like he wants to tap it. NQ's pretty far. Good stuff, Melo. For example, a 5 minute and a 15 minute gap to go inverse. We just had. Will you wait for both or just a 5 minute? If there's usually a resting fair value gap underneath the inversion, I'll look for it. In this case, we still have that hourly. This is why I don't want to short because we have that hourly fair value gap. For me and how I will approach this trading setup, if we get an inversion at this hourly gap, right, which will probably happen during New York AM if it does, right, then I'll look for downside. That's the only way I'll play downside because I'm not comfortable taking a short with this bullish 1 hour fair value gap underneath us, right? To me, I don't need to be first, so I'm just looking at if we get an inversion here, I'll look for a move down. Until then, I'm just gonna have a higher bias or a neutral bias. But I really don't feel comfortable taking shorts into that gap. Ian, just wait on that because I'm gonna post a. Actually, I'm pretty sure I have a video on it in the education tab. If you go to the education tab in the Discord and you put SMT, it's there. But just keep in mind, I'm gonna post recaps tomorrow for the whole week, and we do have a trade where we had SMT within the 15 minute gaps, and I took a short out of that, and I'll go over that. I personally don't use Jex now, or Gex. I don't know how to pronounce it, but their platform is really nice. But I personally don't use it. Don't know what's good, baby. What's your favorite model? Inversion model. I've been trading it for like almost 3 years now. I don't use QT, dude. I don't think. I mean, I think that's just doing too much, in my opinion. If it works, it works. But I mean, I'm not saying it's nonsense. If it works, it works. I just don't. It's not for me. I have to go back and see how long I've been using inversion. Yeah, I've been using inversion model for 2 years now, so coming up on 2 years. That's the only model I really use. Yeah, That's exactly what I'm doing. Waiting for this. But currently, like I said, we have SMT within the gap. You guys can see this fair value gap here. NQ is not tapping into it. Yes, is, so we'll see. Yes, I know tempo. Yep. You can ask him. He'll give me a lot of credit for it because he was in my Discord and he learned the inversion model, and he's pretty public about like giving credit where credit's due. So he's a really good dude. I've talked to him multiple times. We have a 1 hour that we filled at NQ. Can you check it out? I don't think we filled it all the way. We haven't filled it all the way on ES or NQ, but like I said, I'm not comfortable shorting because we have this gap here, right? I don't want to get caught. If London gets a little bit choppy, it's kind of expected since we moved so much. But yeah, like I said, if that hourly here down here gets violated before New York Open tomorrow or during our New York session, that'll be very easy lob for shorts to the Tuesday low. So pretty much my setup would be like this, right? Short position and then like this. My entry would be down here somewhere, and I'll target those lows. Romeo candle. I really wish we would have swept these highs. If we would have swept these highs, I really would have looked for shorts, but there's resting liquidity both ways. Yeah, we do have SMT at the highest. Yeah. Do you know Dodgy? Yeah. He's cool. He's a good trader. But guys, this is how I trade. Like, I'm very picky on what I like on the chart and what I want on the chart. If I don't get it, I'll sit here until it's there. That's how it is. All right. You just gonna wait. I already have my thesis. Either I'm gonna take a long out of this hourly gap, or if the hourly goes inversion, I'll take a short out of it. Other than that, I'm not interested in anything. Like that's it. I'm not interested in the fluff that happens between. It's not the end of the deal, end of the world. If I'm NQ's at what 21 250, if I get 80 points lower, that's fine. And I'll just take a high confidence short to the downside. I like Shinobi. I met him. I stayed with him at his house for 2 weeks. Great guy. Wasn't ES taking out the high, not enough to enter shorts at the 15 minute. Yeah, but I wanted his highs here to get taken out as well. What would you mark? Yeah, so it'd be like an hourly tap in and like a 5 minute inversion to upside. If you want to learn more about the inversions, go to my personal YouTube page, Dhesi Trades, and you can see I have videos posted on fair value gaps, inversion fair value gaps. Now I give you the whole process step by step. We can't short to the 1 hour, but it's just conflicting bias. Me, Lanto, Brian, even before me and Brian merged, we share our alert bots within our discords. So my Discord has Lanto's bot, and then Lanto's Discord has my bot. So if you ever join, either one, you'll see that's why we have alerts going for both. Favorite session of all time is obviously New York AM. I think I had made the most out of that. But this year so far, London has been pretty good. But New York's starting to move again very nicely, which is good. 1-to-1 is fine in my opinion. I don't mind a 1-to-1. I don't usually trade lunch. No. If AM chops and we get a good lunch setup, I'll take it. But normally, if no. Probably go for this hourly start. 39. Let me type it out. We'll probably go down here. Start. Oops. Yeah, same entry model. Just gotta be patient, guys. Do you wait for London? If the setup is good before our actual open for London, I'll take it. Like, I don't mind. Like I said, I think 39 is coming, guys. That's just the hourly fair value gap. It's been kind of, we had a nice move here, but other than that, it's been kind of ranging. So let's just stay patient. Ever heard of, what does it say? No, I never heard of that. Just gotta stay patient. Consolidation side of, yeah. Yeah, I do. Shame. The London streams will always be free. But there's some days where I'm not going to be streaming London, right? But the Discord will have the London trades still. If that makes sense. Like, I'm always going to be up for London, but just some days we're going to have the streams and some days we're not. Alright, we're tapping into that 5 minute gap here on NQ. If we get an inversion out of this 5 minute, I'll look for a long. And we're going to target some of these highs up here as well. If we get that. So this 340 is going to be the fill of the hourly candle. So I'm going to wait for the 5 minute close above. Don't you care about the 15 minute? Yeah, what I'm thinking is going to happen is I don't think the 5 minute will close unless the 15 minute closes. If that makes sense. Because this 5 minutes about to only have what, 40 seconds left on it. So it'll probably take another 5 minute candle regardless. It's got an Xbox node. How in the Discord? I'll link it again. Make sure that link even works. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. I'll show you guys what the Discord looks like as well for those curious. All right, can you guys see this? You guys should be able to. Okay, so this is the Discord between me and Brian, right? Joint Discord, obviously. Um, if you guys, this is where I do my AM stream, and if I do PM as well, this is where I alert the New York sessions, basically, right? Right. This was a very nice trading day today. But this is where I do the trade. So in this case, we took 2 trades today, right? I alert the trade before it happens, right? While this candle is happening, I was like, okay, I'm gonna short it if it goes inversion. Same thing with this. I'll post a setup before it happens, right? So then once it goes inversion, everyone can get in. Obviously, we had a very nice trading day. We have Lanto's channel, we have Brian's channel, and then this is where we have Asia and London trading. Brian, this is mostly Brian. He likes to trade Asia more. I'll do the London aspect of it, and then we have our channels here. We have some Q&As. And I'm gonna continue the mentorship recordings as well. This is what I post for education. We have free education down here, and general chat and things like that. But yeah, so when I don't do London streams, right, when London is not quote unquote free, I'll still be trading in here. I'm only going to be streaming London 3 times a week though, and then 3 AM streams at least a week. So it's about 6 lives from me, and then 5 PM lives from Brian. So like I said, we're pretty much trading around the clock at this point. And we got a lot of killers in here as well. Very, very high skilled traders. And it's a good community. It's good. So that's what is in the Discord. If you guys are curious about that, I know some people were asking. Yeah, Brian's really good. He's bringing in like 100K from prop firms a month. He trades with multiple prop firms. That's not bad, Isaac. Honestly, I like the RR. If we get like inversion down here somewhere, I'll look for. I might join you on that short. Honestly, I'll take a flip probably, like a small size one. Maybe something like this. All the way down here. We'll see. And guys, if you guys are planning to join the Discord, the premium, just wait until tomorrow. I'm gonna post an announcement under upgrade channel, and you guys will get some discounts. So just wait on that. Yeah, Kobe, we didn't do much with it. It was just lack of communication. Where can I find details about the premium group? You could go to the Discord under this upgrade channel. What's good, Mom? I'm still looking at the same thing. I want to see an inversion at these highs and tap into these equal highs up here. Oh, Brian posted a code earlier? Okay, there you go. My Instagram is Dhesi Trades. I'm not in right now. Here, you know what? I'll give you guys... Is there... I don't know how to pin messages here. Let's see. Oh, the trip was fantastic. It was amazing. You know what? While we're here, let's go. While we're waiting for this is usually what I do when I'm waiting for my trading setup. I'll like do something on the side. I'll either play some like Clash Royale or something, or watch some YouTube, just so I'm not too much looking at the charts for no reason. If you guys ever want to see the vlog, right? Or there's a Sheen. If you guys know who Sheen is, he posted the vlog for our Taiwan trip. So it was a good, it was a good thing. It was a good video. So you guys go watch that and support his channel as well. JK, you win. You win the comment of the night. Inferno Cape on OSRS. That gets a round of applause. Great work. I like RS3, but I was thinking about it for the simplicity, for my girlfriend's sake, that I might just play old school RuneScape again. Because I was like, we should play RuneScape. But I think RS3 might be a little bit too much for her. For entering confirmation, yes. Link for the video, I'll send it. Yo, Shane, Maldives is on my list, but look, it's very expensive, bro. It's like I think like 3-4K a night to stay there. And I would want to stay at least 5 days. So let me hit my first 100K month, and I'm gonna be out to the Maldives. I got close twice, but I haven't hit the 6-figure month yet. That beats my nerves at any. Dude, JK, like when you're fighting a boss or like a new boss and you're about to beat it for the first time, oh my god, your hands are literally like shaking. Link for the video, I'll post it here. Dude, we should just watch the video on stream. Let me see. Let me see. Yo, honest truth, guys, while we're waiting for our setup here. I know you guys saw me with the braids on. What do y'all think about the braids? If you guys haven't seen it, I busted out the braids for the first time ever in my life, right? This is like a quick, you look at it very quick. So this is how it looked. This is how it looked. That's my girlfriend, by the way. That's how it looked. I think they're okay. They didn't hurt or anything, which was good, because my hair is usually backwards anyways. But that was nice. The thing is, guys, my dad's so traditional. I cannot have that around the house. The only reason I did it because he went to India. He doesn't know I did it. He didn't know I had the braids in. Pray for Trey. Yeah, waiting for that 5 minute. Waiting for that 5 minute. Yo, Lakers Wolves tomorrow. I think Luka's gonna have. Oh yeah, Luka's. Yeah, I think we are. I think the Lakers gonna win tomorrow. I remember trying to get bandos. Oh, you guys are so tapped in. I love that. Go to Caribbean, Bahamas. I really do want to go there too. But I have my next 2 trips already planned. I'm going to Mexico City in the summer, late summer, and then I'm going back to Japan in October. So probably next year. No, I cut my beard all the time. It's just I haven't done it in a while. Or I trim it at least. All right, we're about to get our inversion closes here in about, what is this? 3 minutes. No, not any trades yet. We're waiting. Oh my god, excuse me. I used to live in Hawaii and Thailand. Trust me, Bahamas is best for beaches, snorkeling. Oh, dude, I can't wait to go. Honestly, guys, like that's what I'm so thankful for trading because like I'm pretty young and I'm able to travel around the world like with like not a lot of worries about financial things or anything like that. That's like one of the best perks about all this. I'm Indian, Punjabi. I DJ and long the S&T. I think it's solid here. I think 326 is coming. Honestly, I think we could push into like these highs up here as well. We'll target these highs, of course. Yeah, Sheen doesn't post much on YouTube or anything like that. He has a Twitter where he's more active, but guys, Sheen is. You want to talk about whale? That he's him. Such a humble dude too. Have I been in Punjab? Yeah, 6 times. How do I keep overtrading? How do I stop it? For me, overtrading it comes from not a lack of having a system because your system should only present itself a few times, in my opinion, at a time, right? So just following your system. Like my system is not going to present itself 10 times in a single day, right? And if it's not my system, I'm not going to take the trade. If we tap the hourly, I'd be more confident. Yeah, I would go full size if we tap the hourly. But this is fine. I'm fine with taking this. Not in a trade yet, but I'm looking for a long off this inversion to these highs. Let me get the counts ready. All right. This might be a little ambitious, but I want to see these highs up here as well get taken out. Wide stop, guys. So make sure you guys are sizing accordingly, okay? That's my advice. Let's wait for a retracement into like 290s and see if you get it. You can get a starter position here if you want to. Starter position could work and add a 290s. Let this play out. Okay, let me read the chart again. How do you stick to it? That's something. I understand my system is very profitable over the long term. So for me, it's like look, this is a game of probabilities, and I hate losing. So why would I take something that has a high chance of losing versus not, right? If I can't wait 2 days for my trading system to form, or even a week, or even a month, then this game isn't really for you, because this is more patience than you ever need in anything else in life, right? You gotta stay patient. You gotta fight those impulses. If you're not able to control the impulses, I'm telling you, there's not much you can do, right? You can have 1,000% win rate, right? If you have 99.9% win rate, that 0.1, you can't control your impulses, you're just gonna blow your account. Regarding question about 550 for this current set, this 50. No, it doesn't really concern me because the draw on liquidity is pretty strong in my opinion. And ES is pushing very nicely here too. Yeah, I took a starter position. EF for upside. And I'll add at 290s if we get that. But if not, we'll just ride the starter position. I appreciate everyone tuning in as well. 264 feel nice. I normally don't trade ES too much. I just stick to NQ. But nothing wrong with taking on ES instead. Yo, Demos was good. Still waiting for a pullback to 290? Yeah, that's fine. That's good. ES 15 minute looks a little bit stronger, of course, than NQ. But I like higher prices. Why don't you wait to see a new high to see a reaction? Slow PA today? Yeah, because London or Asia moves so much. Why don't you wait for a new high? I don't really know what you're trying to say, Adam. Down 4 melatonin. Oh my god, 4, dude. I've been sleeping so much better, Jordy, when I'm sleeping in the morning. I don't know why. Like I feel like when I have to sleep, I never fall asleep, but if I just let myself drift off, it's way better. Dude, that is the method, bro. Sleeping from like 11 p.m. or 11 a.m. to like 5 p.m. is the method. Hey, when you trade Apex and Pass, do you always do 20 at a time? I'm a bit conservative and do one. No. Quang, I'm right with you, dude. I don't trade well when I do 15 to 20 at a time. I break them up into groups of 3 to 5. Do you trade different models? I mean, I will take like a regular FEG sometimes, but very rarely, but mostly it's inversions. I appreciate those who also follow the IG. I just seen it right now. Yeah, my YouTube Dhesi Trades has my entire model posted. I believe education should be free, so I have all my education. Like, all the education you need from my side is free. Like, in terms of technical wise. How many trades do you take? If I lose 2 trades in a row, I'll be done no matter what. But if the price action's good, I'll take 4 to 5. It just depends if the price action's good or not, right? Yeah, Jordy, I took a starter position. Have you ever thought of incorporating more power 3 and using a higher time for power 3 and standard deviation? I don't use standard deviations, but basically when I trade at 10 a.m., it's basically off the 4-hour power 3. So I don't necessarily call it, oh, I'm trading off the power 3 or 4 hour, but naturally that's what it is. Especially when you look for a trade around 10 a.m. Eastern, right? You're waiting for an open high or open low, and then the opposite close. Keep in mind, I feel like a lot of people trying to overcomplicate what you need in a model. It's really not that, much. It's like, I just keep it simple. It works for me, right? I don't need too many things that need to be cluttered on my chart or anything like that. Also, I don't use any indicators besides the session high or low, or any of the fancy things. For those in crypto, how you guys doing? In the fucking trenches with that shit. Yeah, that's on. Yep. Stop looking at the portfolio. Literally, I haven't even opened my. I opened my long term yesterday. Oh my goodness. The trade yesterday, I think we hit the first TP, but I closed it at -10 because I was like, this is kind of just barcoding, and my internet was kind of bugging. Sold all my crypto, went to fund my profit and blew it all. So I hope crypto class. My goodness. That's what probably what's gonna happen with this trade too. I'll let it ride overnight because I don't know how quick the move's gonna happen. Can't find the Discord. I'm gonna link the Discord one more time in the chat. Make sure if you guys want to get in, do it right now. I'm not gonna post the link no more in the chat. Yeah, 410. These highs up here. Have you been to a Laker game? Yeah. I went 4 last year. This year I've been kind of lacking, I'm not gonna lie. I can't believe I haven't gone yet, but I'll probably go to a couple playoff games this year. I went to 3 regular season games last year and a playoff game. Or two regular season games and 1 playoff game. And if you guys want to know what the Discord has, I went into the stream, or if you guys go back in the stream, I posted it. And it'll give you a full breakdown on what the Discord is. Like I said, tomorrow we will run a quick promo for the merger. So if you guys want to join, that'd be a good time. Hourly looking good. Yeah, I need that impulse. I never seen him do it. Braun in person is crazy. Like, you see the way he moves, it's like, damn, still got it. don't know if you remember that play-in game where Dennis Schroeder hit that three against the T-Wolves to put us up, and then 80 fouled Mike Conley in three-point line. I was at that game. That was a roller coaster of emotions. And I watched Denver absolutely destroy us too, so that wasn't fun. D'Lo had 0 points that game. The tank, yeah, Harden is massive. Line at 340 is the hourly fill, the hourly gap fill. Pip, right here. I'll put that right here. Will you be live tomorrow? I will be live in the AM session in the Discord. No London streams for the rest of the week because this is the third London stream, and I'm only gonna stream London 3 times a week because I don't want to burn myself out either, right? So, yeah, I'm in the buys. I'll add more if we drop to like 290s. It'll probably be like I'll get off the stream and then we'll run the trade's gonna keep running. So I'll update the Discord obviously. Yeah, I guess Minnesota. Yep. I went to the Suns in season tournament game as well. That was cool. Lakers Suns. I'll be live in premium. Brian will be live New York session PM for everybody, for on this channel here. So he does free PM every time. Rings are. I hope so. I hope so. How long have we been live for? We've been live for a good solid minute. It's kind of a slower session today, but I try to still provide value in terms of education on the slower session. So I hope you guys enjoy that. I think this TP at 7 a.m. Yeah. Do you leave your PC on sleep or shut it down? If I'm on Top Step, I'll shut it down and just look at it through my phone. Top Step X is really nice on mobile, but if it's in, like Apex for example, I'll just keep my PC on. I was supposed to go to the last team in Portland. Damn, that'd have been good. Yeah, I'm in a starter position around this area, and then I'll add it if we go a little bit lower. So here's my understanding of Top Step. If you buy more than 10 combines or XFAs in a month, you get 3 warnings, right? First warning, they don't care. Second warning, they don't care. Third warning, they don't care. Fourth warning is when they'll restrict you. So you really have to be, with all due respect, a dumbass to get on the warning list. And they also removed the rule where they're like, oh, you can't just do $200 days for the payout. They removed that. So it was one mini. Sorry, message. Like the dude's requesting, expecting a payout, then bro guy denied. He got his XFA. But he was also, he basically what he was doing, it was hedging his XFAs. Like I would, if I was a prop firm owner, I would ban him too. Pro loser. Basically, they said you can't just do $200 days, but they don't want you to like just to like take your base hits and oh my god, Mick, please relax. But they said you guys can just grab your $200 days like normal. My trigger for the trade was a 5-minute inversion. All right, if anyone wants to join us for our AM stream tomorrow in the morning, and you want to, if you're looking for upgrade, I'll post the. I haven't posted this officially in the Discord yet, but this is gonna be the code because this thing's already up. I know Brian already pretty much posted it. So that's the code. You could put DB and it'll give you 30% off. I haven't officially posted it, like I said. I'll post it tomorrow after close. What indicator is that? This one right here. This is a pretty neat indicator. This is my settings. You could take a screenshot of this. ICT kill zones and pivots by TFO. If 5 minute close but 15 minute does it, what gives you the conviction that 5 minute will play out? Because we have those equal highs up here, and also ES is pretty much is way stronger, and ES closed it. Vince FXBT. Okay, I'll try that. I've only been to Taiwan and Japan, so out of those two, obviously Japan is like, I love Japan. You guys know I always talk about it. All right, so NQ and ES took out this high. I want to see a continuation out of this. I want to see a closure over, so we get a continuation move into those highs. Yeah, I love Japan. I loved it so much that I'm going back in October. I went last October, and I'm already going back this October. Share some experiences from Taiwan. There's a vlog. Look up Sheen Trades. I'll post it. Sheen Trades. I think that's the name. Let me make sure. I'll link it right here again. There's a vlog, basically a 12-minute vlog. You guys can watch if you guys want. It was a pretty fun time. One thing about me, Nigan, I do not trade on vacation because look, we trade 6 to 8 months at a time in a row. So like when I'm on vacation, I want to spend time with my friends, my lady, and things like that. So I very, maybe some days I'll take, if I'm like in the room and just doing nothing, okay, I'll look at the charts or whatever. But in this case, in Taiwan, I didn't trade at all. In Japan, I think I traded 2 days out of 14 days. I accidentally left a short open. In Japan, I remember that we went to a club and we left the trade open. And I made like 22K on accident. That was fun. But other than that, I don't trade. I don't want to say it becomes easy. It's more like you know what you're gonna take. So there's no. The thing about once you understand the game, quote unquote, is there's no FOMO anymore. There's no I missed out because I understand what I want, right? And I'm only gonna take what I want. I don't care what happens when my setup is not there. If we run 200 points and my setup didn't present itself, I don't feel any type of way, right? Because like my setup wasn't there. What was I supposed to trade? So that's why it's easier because I only trade my setup and I win often because I follow the setup. I follow the plan. Obviously, there's ways, I'm going to lose. We're human. But that's what it alleviates the pressure off of that. Of trying to catch every single trade. Of trying to be in the market every single day. If the higher time frames choppier or things like that, and there is our equal highs, guys. So if you guys took that trade with your starter positions, that's a nice little scout for London. Out of that 15-minute. That's actually a good note to kind of end off the stream as well. It's nice. But yeah, basically it's just having a system and understanding that system is the only thing you should be trading. Then I'm fine with it, right? I don't care about anything else that happens. In New York session, I look for the 1 minute. In London, I usually stick to 5 and 15. We share setups as well, yes. And the Discord is not the one in the description. It's the one I posted earlier. It's the Dhesi and Brian one. But yeah, we do lives, and we also, when we're live, I'll post in text channel as well. And the 30% off is for the first month, and it'll go back to regular price. So if you think about it, that's why the yearly is a little bit more worth it, since it'll come out to like what, $700 for the year, which is like cheaper, way cheaper in the month-to-month basis. Good stuff, Win. All right, chat. A little bit choppy, but I hope you guys are able to catch that scalp. I'm gonna close the London stream here. I appreciate everyone being on. We had over 300 viewers for a while. Make sure you guys like the stream. No more London streams for this week. For me, I don't have it planned. But we will do AM stream in the Discord tomorrow on Thursday. AM stream on Friday as well. So multiple AM streams for the rest of the week. Brian will do the. So if you guys are just looking at the free section, right, or the free channel, this one, tomorrow come back during New York PM session because Brian will be live every New York PM session. So, and if you guys, I know some people are joining the Discord right now. Welcome. If you guys have any questions, make sure to ask. I'm still gonna be awake for London. I'm just be in the chat, so I'll be in the chat if you guys need anything. All right, guys. Rest well, sleep well. I'll see you guys in the AM stream or in the next stream. I'll probably be on with Brian tomorrow for PM, so I'll see you guys then. If you guys are in the Discord, I'll just see you guys in the chat. It was a lot of fun. All right, guys. Have a good one.